Now, he's one of the most innovative and interesting artists working in the areas of jungle, drum and bass and electronic music. His 7th studio album is called ISAM. In a moment, we'll meet Amon Tobin. But first, this is from his extremely ambitious live show. Amon, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Now, you're on a tour of Europe with this new breathtaking show. Tell us why it's different for you than other ones you've done.
Oh well, it's a live show, and I'm sort of incorporating myself inside a bigger thing. So I'm just part of the show, really, visually.
And lots of different elements to this one.
Yeah, it's all music from the album. It's all been built and carefully thought about, and hopefully it's engaging and interesting for people, as well as a good show to perform. Yeah.
Now, to make your music, you don't use instruments.
Right.
Describe how the process works, because people like my mum watching, for example, won't understand that concept at all.
Yeah. No. Sure. Well. I tried to record things that I find around me and all kinds of things, really, and try and build, I guess, made-up instruments to play. And I do lots of synthesizing. I'll take my voice and change the gender and just try different things, that I can do with computers and made-up sounds, really.
And when you're making the music, when you're thinking about the music, what are you thinking about? A dance floor, trying to get people to dance? What's your aim?
Yeah, not really. I'm really quite selfish. I'm just trying to make stuff that interests me and that keeps me excited, and I guess interested in what I'm doing. And then I just hope other people like it too, right? But I can't really. I have no idea really what's going to happen after I put it out. So yeah.
So describe this album in comparison to your other ones. How's it different?
Well, this album, it's a lot more about synthesized instruments rather than instruments that are made up, or sounds that are made up from bits of existing music, which is something I did for a long time, sort of reordering that. So, but it's still about reorganization of stuff that we know and that we're familiar with, and trying to build it into something less familiar, I guess. It's also just about music and tunes, and it's not really science. Okay,
well, let's talk about you a little bit. You're born in Brazil, you lived in Morocco, London, Amsterdam, Portugal, Brighton,
right?
Now San Francisco.
Yeah.
Where is home for you?
Oh, it's just north of San Francisco now. Yeah, no, I don't know why I moved around so much either. I don't really like change that much, so I'm quite happy where I am. I'm going to try and stay there for a while, yeah.
And, I mean, do you get the idea that people don't, as they think of you as Brazilian, they call you Brazilian, do they expect a certain sort of music from you that isn't this?
They have done in the past. Yeah, I got booked into, Brazilian festivals and stuff, and people were very upset when I played weird electronic music, and they're expecting, samba or whatever it was playing. And but I guess I make stuff that isn't really about where I'm from. It's just more about stuff that I'm into, and what are you going to do, really?
Your music strikes me a little bit like it would be good for soundtracks for films. Is that something that you can see yourself doing, or have you done it?
Yeah, I did a small movie soundtrack before, which went really well. But I'm really interested in making good music primarily, hopefully, and if it gets used in a film, or if I start to work in a film, then hopefully it will just be a great film, and make good music still, really.
Now, with the new album, ISAM, you've created, as well as the music, you've created an installation with the artist Tessa Farmer that's called Control Over Nature.
Right.
Talk us through that concept and tell us what we can expect from it.
Well, Tessa's a really, really amazing artist from London, and she does a similar thing to what I do with music, but with a whole different medium. She kind of, I guess, she rebuilds creatures that have passed away and bits of foliage and all kinds of things that she finds, and she builds these invented worlds out of them. So she made a sculpture for each track on the record, and then we put the music around the sculptures inside the exhibition. So it's quite a new thing for both of us, I think, but it seems to be going well. Yeah, so I'm happy with it.
Okay, well, Amon, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me
on the show. And that show is on here in Paris until the 23rd of June, and it's travelling to Brussels, Berlin, and the United States. We're going to leave you actually with images from that. Remember to follow us on our website, france24.com. My blog's on there too. You can also follow me on Twitter @EvelingInParis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.